Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Today's question was suggested by a viewer. Thanks to Fallen CM for this one. Amy plays Bojuka Bog and says she wants to exile Nick's graveyard. Can Nick respond to Bojuka Bog by putting an hour counter on his midnight clock, which already has 11, and then saving the cards in his graveyard that way? The answer to this question is it does work. However, there is an asterisk. What happens technically isn't responding to Bojuka Bog. It's not possible for players to respond to playing a land of any kind because playing a land is a special action, and players do not get priority to cast spells or activate abilities in response to special actions. However, when Bojuka Bog enters the battlefield, exile a graveyard, that is a normal triggered ability, and that does go on the stack and can therefore be responded to just like normal. So it is possible to respond to this triggered ability, and then you would be able to save your graveyard. Now, that worked out okay, but let's look at a couple of cases that don't work out so well. The first one I wanted to bring up is Ashiok. Of course, Ashiok's -2 ability can be responded to just like normal. However, there's a big caveat. Players do not get priority to cast spells or activate abilities in between when an ability starts to resolve and when it finishes resolving. That means that Nick can't save the top 4 cards of his library no matter how hard he tries. He could respond to the ability as a whole with Midnight Clock and save all the cards that are currently in his graveyard, but any cards that are put in as a part of the milling that happens in Ashiok's ability, well, those ones are dead and gone, and exiled. Another one that looks like it might be able to work out, but actually does not, would be Pithing Needle. Of course, as before, you can respond to the spell Pithing Needle while Pithing Needle is on the stack. However, what you cannot do is respond to naming a card. There's no time in between when the Pithing Needle resolves and when Amy chooses a name for it that Nick has priority to cast spells or activate abilities. Therefore, he would have to guess while the Pithing Needle is still on the stack what card Amy intends to name and play accordingly. For this reason, it's also very important as the Pithing Needle player that you don't name a card until after you're sure that the Pithing Needle is resolved and is entering the battlefield. Otherwise, that could create a really awkward situation that would be kind of difficult for a judge to work through, but one that would probably be fun for a topic on a future daily ruling, don't you think? But for now, that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again tomorrow for another daily ruling, but until then, I hope you have a great day.